Of late, we've seen a lot of information in the news about school shooters. It's something that certainly concerns all of us. This is Wes Hickey, Director of the School of Education at the University of Texas at Tyler. And in this Weekly 5, we want to look at some of the issues that kind of wrap themselves around a school shooter, kind of creating kind of a profile, although in all honesty, it's very difficult to create a single profile for anyone that comes through and is a part of a school shooting. FBI agent Steve Gomez said the signs can start at a fairly early age, and this kind of makes a lot of sense. We've seen that as educators, that individuals who very early on don't fit in. And he says that school shooters tend to show that they are outcasts in society. They just have difficulty in establishing and maintaining friends and social relationships, and sometimes you find them being bullied or being the bullier. Now, frankly, when we look at this stuff, and I know that when I talk to administrators, they say, listen, we have a number of students that fit this definition throughout our campus, and that is very much true. And obviously, by and large, most of them do not do anything that would be harmful to anybody else. But we do have a lot of individuals who don't fit into that narrow realm that we consider important for being a good student, and they oftentimes because they don't fit in well, kind of step back and separate themselves from everybody else. A couple of things as far as motives go. A lot of different motives. We see attention and recognition, maybe sometimes having suicidal thoughts, that kind of thing. But it looks like 61% are motivated by revenge, and similar to that, 75% have felt bullied or persecuted or threatened by peers over time. So those are definite motives for those that actually go out and do it. And then when you look at further statistics, is that although there's a lot of things talking about violence and interest in violence in a lot of ways, although we find that frankly in a lot of people that don't commit any kind of acts of violence, but we do look at most of the attackers are current students. They plan the attack in advance, and they engage in some behavior prior to the attack that cause others to be concerned. And frankly, a lot of times is that they let somebody know enough about it that if they had come forward, they could have helped prevent this particular action. So the key is this: we need to make sure that we are vigilant and are observing students and making sure that we are connecting in very meaningful ways with them, because when we connect with them, we can more easily tell if there is something that is going on that seems a bit unusual. And frankly, we have some tough students out there, but it doesn't mean that we disconnect from them. We want to make sure that we're continually talking to them and finding out what they're, doing, what their motivations are, that kind of thing, so that if there is something unusual coming up, that we can recognize it. And here at UT Tyler, let us know what we can do, and remember to inspire and educate, be an architect for human potential.